So having to record this intro a second time, I've lost 2 days worth of footage. So you're going to miss a big chunk of this process, but I will talk you guys through it. So I've been skinning some carbon fibre onto a 3D printed part. Let's go. Right, so this is the stage I'm at. So I've got the original part, scuffed it, added an adhesion promoter from Pro XL, and then sprayed it black. Let that dry overnight. And then basically spray contact adhesive, the carbon onto it. Obviously could not be done in one piece, so there's some little overlaps. Once that was all nice and as good as I was going to get it, I then started adding resin. I used fibreglass resin, which kicks quicker. Like, yeah, not ideal, but it's not a structural part or a functional part. It's a cosmetic part. So now I've done 2 coats on it. There's a few little highs. And what tended to happen was in certain areas, once I put the resin on, it would start to lift. And I don't know if that's because the resin was reacting with the spray glue or because it was corners under tension. But it is what it is. So I'm going to sand some of these highs out. I'm going to do that off camera with a mask on because I am so scared of carbon fibre. Basically, when you're sanding at this stage, you want to just make sure you don't see any black. And if you do, it's not the end of the world. And then, yeah, I'll be back in a bit when I paint another layer on. So it's all been rubbed down now, and I've started to knock down the highs. What I've got to do now is give it a clean, and just when you get it wet, oh look, my spray's run out. When you get it wet, you can see the shine come back to it, and that you haven't damaged it. There's a relatively high spot back here, which I don't know what I'm going to be able to do about, but everything else is all right. I think it will still look good. Oh, there's a couple of joints. There's a little bit that needs trimming here, but I wanted to put a bit more resin in before I trimmed it, just because I want to get some in this area. And then, yeah, so let's give that a clean, hoover all this up, and add some more resin. I've got some resin mixed up. I'm going to pour and roll this on just so I can get a smoother finish. Plus, I've run out of brushes and I've got millions of mini rollers. So, yeah, let's go. I only mixed 50 grams that time. I want to put it on in thinner coats. Before, I was doing 100 grams at a time. So yeah, I thought I'd do it in thinner coats. I've got to let this kick now. This is what I hate. It's so hard to shoot content of stuff like this because having like weapons grade ADHD, walking away while it kicks means I start doing something else and then can't be bothered to come back. The other problem is if I don't do anything else, I end up just sitting on the sofa and staring at the TV or fucking gaming, which not good when you're trying to put content out every week. So, yeah, let's see how this looks after it's dried. It's going to need at least 3-4 more coats just to build it enough that I can flatten it all out. But so far, I'm impressed. I mean, there's a weird little overlap piece here, but again, get enough on there, it don't really matter. So it's now tacky to the touch. You want to be adding each coat while it's still tacky so you get proper chemical bond. So yeah, let's go again. Right, there's another coat. It's had 1, 2, 3, 4 so far. 2 really thin ones and 2 heavier ones to do the initial bonding. Just gonna have to keep going. And just for anyone wondering, I'm using solvent-based roller thingies so they don't fall apart and crumble. Right, I think this is going to be the last coat. I might need a little bit down here once I've sanded it back, but that's just minor. Yeah, that ridge I got over here, I should have enough material now to blend that in, and there's a little bit up here. So yeah, let's whack the final coat on. And listen, before someone says it, or even say it, it don't really matter, but I know there's a million better ways to do this. I also know that my application method could be better. I've done this before. I just wanted to try it without using a skinning kit. And it seems to be working. Yeah, observation over. Let's add some more. That's it. I'm not going to add any more unless I burn through or whatever, but it should be good. That's enough on that. Now I've got the arduous task of sanding it, but first I'm going to let it kick and I'm going to go have something to eat. I just realised I've been up since 4:30 and it's 1:30 and I haven't eaten yet, so I'm going to go and make some food. Be right back. So the last coat went on and dried. I've started knocking down all the highs. It's not actually that bad. There's a little area here and here. I need to put a bit more resin and a bit here. But you guys don't need to watch me sanding. So what I did, let's get this into camera. Let's get this into view. I quickly hit this area here with some wet and dry. So I did an 800 and a 1200, still not perfect. And then a tiny bit of polish just to show you. But I think this is going to come out all right. Look at that, little shiny bit. Feel some swells in there. It's hard to show how much better than it looks the rest because all it's doing is picking up these swell marks. But it's shiny, it's flat. So I'm going to crack on with this. Would I do this again? Yes and no. Not the way I've done it. The skinning bit, yeah, I'll do that again like that, like whatever. The 3D printing bit, yeah. But that whole process leading up to the 3D printing, nah. So, yeah, I need to find another way to do this. Remember, it's a budget build as well. So, yeah, that carbon fibre I had knocking about. Like, try not to spend any money on it other than the bits that we took off and sold from the original bike. It is long, but you either spend time or you spend money. So I don't have much of either at the moment. But I'm going to crack on with this, guys. I started making a bracket up to mount it. You know, you can see that next week. There might be some clips at the end of it being finished. It just depends whether I remember to get the camera out and record it, or you'll have to wait till next week. So again, thanks for watching. Should you 3D print fairings? Don't know yet. Don't know.